Hello, friends. Running Kimono here, and we have Walgreens Christmas. Some of the merchandise is up to 80% off, and other items are just odd pricing. So, we're just going to look into this. I know that a lot of you are really excited. So, Friday, January the 5th, a lot of the items switched over to 80%, but not the full amount. What I will recommend is get your basket and then go to the front and ask the cashier to price check items for you if you are not sure. And some stores I went to today, stuff was 80 and at the other store it was 60. So it is very weird how one store is a certain price and the other store is a different price. But a lot of stores, still a good amount of it. So you're looking for these stickers and lots of the Walgreens branded, Christmas merchandise, all 80. The holiday decor and gifting, so like the Walgreens branded stuff, a lot of that is 80, and a lot of like bows, paper, that sort of stuff, tissue. Throw in a bit of Walgreens cash or a register reward, and you are in business. However, the children's toys, a lot of us like to stock up big. Still 60 at a lot of stores. So this is one item you're going to have to get price checked. Who knows? It might be 80 at yours. And I hate to say stuff so in such a weird fashion to say it might not be, it might be, but I'm just explaining what I saw on Friday afternoon when I went out. But any sort of like Disney, Peppa Pig, 60%. So I don't know if it has to do with like any sort of like company with like Mattel or whatever. It's different than the Walgreens brand. Who really knows? But like lots of the paper and bags and bows. I know that specifically at Walmart, after they hit 50, I mean, it was impossible to find any of this stuff. Like it was like start the car, clear everything at 50%, like all the wrapping paper and all that stuff. It was all gone. The Squishmallows Christmas stuff, this was $6, but I just left it at the store because I'm like, man, I wish it was like $3 or cheaper. So I'm just waiting for it to drop even more. And the store still had a bunch of it left. That little activity journal kit, my nieces would love it. So I'm just waiting for a bigger drop. And $10 still for these Yankee candles, and that is the price online as well. It's a little triple pack of the Christmas scents. A lot of people saying they're a lot smaller than previous years. They are a lot smaller. But at $10 compared to $24, I think it is some tremendous savings. I would use Walgreens cash. The food, for the most part, 60%. I mean, who really wants a box of broken candy canes at this point? And number 7 at this one store was 80% off, which is interesting. They also had this really cute like Christmas set, and a lot of it was 60. I couldn't at the 80 store. I didn't see this there, so I think probably the employees went and bought it, and I don't blame them because it's so cute. But definitely be on the lookout. Don't be shy to ask for some price checks. When a cashier has a free moment. 50%, so I believe these were 60, but still way too much for this girl. I mean, I want them for like $2 a piece. Like I want them really cheap. But what you want and what reality is sometimes is two different things, or you just have to wait it out. I'm thinking next week maybe everything will go 80 one day. This is the weirdest thing. They did this like maybe 4 or 5 years ago where some items were 80 and then other items were 60. Usually they do that with the candy and then the general merchandise is all one price. Do they want this stuff in the store until like, St. Patrick's Day? They should probably get it together and put everything 80%, but what we want sometimes isn't what happens. And I didn't even haul anything because there was another couponer at the store and she had 2 carts full of all the good stuff, and I'm like, I'll find stuff at a different store. So that's my story. I did also look at the Revlon clearance, and I found this little like eyeliner for $2.99. There is a $4 IBOTTA rebate. So I was like, oh, this will be like money on top of money for Aunt Rach. Guess what? It didn't attach. And I started scanning a lot of the different cosmetics like eye or lip or face. Most of it didn't attach. So if you were going to try and get that $4 rebate, what I would recommend is to scan absolutely everything to make sure that the Walgreens IBOTTA rebate is attaching, because it's a weird one. It's like probably like one item that's attaching. Irritating, and I apologize, guys. Did find this yesterday, which was really cute, and they had it near, like, where they have all the snow brushes and like logs and stuff to burn the hats to keep you warm during the wintertime. They had this dupe of a Stanley, and it's this cute little pink one. And I did look at it, and I'm like, because I own a couple Stanleys, and I'm like, this is a pretty good quality one. It wasn't priced with a price tag on it, but I asked an employee who just set them up. I'm like, how much are these? And she's like $19.99. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So these are selling for about $50 over at Target, but 20 over at Walgreens. I might have to buy one to test it out. Last thing I want to talk about before I take off, I had a Huggies deal in my matchups. As I always say, it's a preview. You have to spend $35, not $30 to get your $10 register reward. Be mindful of that. I did pin a comment with that error, but I just want to be transparent with you guys. Third week of Rona, and the brain still isn't at 100%. With that being said, have a splendid Saturday, and good luck finding all this 80% magic. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.